Okay, so you already own a set of JessEm clear cut stock guides, and you want to make sure, or you think that they'll work with our VSC tool fence. Well, the good news is they absolutely will, with just one simple modification, or actually two, I guess. The exposed threads that come with the JessEm clear cut stock guides that you own now have about 5/8 of an inch thread exposed, and you need 1 inch. The other modification you're going to need to make is that they ship their guides with a rectangular shaped T-nut. You need to bevel 2 of those edges, like I've done here, with either a belt sander or a file or a bench grinder or something, just to take those and chamfer those edges to about 45 degrees. And you need to remove about an 1/8 inch material. That doesn't really take that long to do, and this is what you'll get. And once you get it to slide in and out of the extrusion, then you're good to go. So what you need to do to remove the stud is, I've just got a couple Jorgensen clamps here. You just need to clamp the knob, because it is you know, it's a knurled aluminum knob. You don't want to ruin it. So just give it a good bite, thread on a nut. You can use 2 nuts. I like to use a wing nut on top here. Thread that on. Snug them up here. And then just take your time. You know, I'm sure that you could probably heat this stud a little bit too and let the heat help break this, but I'm doing them just cold, and you'll feel it go. And then just keep it coming out nice and easy. And once you get it past a certain point, you should be able to use this wing nut to finish it off. There you go. Now I'm going to break this apart. And I've got, you know, the hardware solution that for this would just be to put some Loctite on some threaded rod, pre-cut it, you know, thread it in, measure where you have 1 inch of a stud exposed, mark it, and then cut it, and then put it back in with some Loctite on there. I'm just using this blue medium strength Loctite. It's plenty strong. I think they overkill it with the original ones they put red on here, which is high strength. Okay, once you got your stud cut to length, just put a little Loctite on it. And I've threaded my wing nut and nut back on my stud here. I'm just going to thread that in. Till I feel it bottom out. Right there. Again, just remove this. Check your measurement. I'm just going to use one of mine that it's already done to make sure I'm at 1 inch, which I am. Loosen her up, and then you're good to go. Let that sit for probably about an hour for that Loctite to set up, but then you'll be good to go. Thanks for watching. I want to show you one more method. I had one break on me because I thought it was coming loose, but it wasn't. I just snapped the stud, so I'm going to have to drill and use an extractor on that one. But here's the other method I was going to show you, and I've had great success with this one, 100% success. All it is just take it, grab it with the pliers, and this one's not hot yet, but just gently hold your knob with a pair of pliers. I'm going to refocus up here. Light your torch up, and I'm going to do this in real time. And just heat this stud up. Until it starts to discolor on you. The other thing you're going to need is a bucket of water. Because once you get this thing out, it's going to be hot, obviously. I should say the other tool you're going to need also is a vice grip. So you can see the end of that stud is turning color on me. I want to get that heat all the way through that stud into the knurled knob. Give it just a little bit more here. Okay, I'm going to refocus again. Back down here, if I can find it. And set this down, grab the stud because I don't want this, I'm not going to use this stud anymore, so I'm not concerned about that. I'm going to crank down my Jorgensen, bite into this stud, and spin her out. That is by far a lot easier than what I was doing. And now once you get it near the end here, just take it and drop her in your water. And you can shut your torch off. And then you can see that there's no discoloration on the knob. It's perfectly fine. And then you can drop in your new stud, which you've already seen me do. So I guess if you want to have 100% success, I would recommend this method right here. Then you don't have to worry about drilling and using a extractor on a possible broken stud.